India absolutely thrashed England in the second semi-final at Providence, Guyana. It was a no contest whatsoever. But one England cricketer, he's always been a little critical, but also at the same time, he's also made some valid comments in the past about certain things related to Indian cricket. You know who I'm talking about, Michael Vaughan. Now, Michael Vaughan has given two things, one on a show that was happening on YouTube and one on his Twitter. He has stated that the ICC T20 World Cup is being favoured heavily towards India and that it is unfair for the other teams. Now, this came out on his Twitter handle when he said, if England had beaten South Africa, they would have got the Trinidad semi and I believe they would have won that game. So, no complaints, they haven't been good enough. But this last line has been an issue. But Guyana has been a lovely venue pick for India. This is the problem that everybody has said. That yes, it's once again an England player who's crying about how the ICC is heavily influenced by India and all the other things. Fair enough. But you know that in the tournament that has happened in the T20 World Cup 2024 so far, the preceding has come in for criticism. Mitchell Starc was not a fan of it, and that is why Harbhajan Singh, when he read that tweet, he absolutely lashed out at Michael Vaughan when he said, what makes you think Guyana was a good venue for India? Both teams played on the same venue. England won the toss. That was an advantage. Stop being silly. England was outplayed by India in all departments. Accept the fact and move on and keep your rubbish with yourself. Talk logic, not nonsense. Fine. It is because India have won, it is because India have had the luck of the draw if you look at as far as consistent timings are concerned. Name one team who has not played a day-nighter. That one team is India. Pakistan also didn't play. But that is because India dominates the market and because of that, prime time viewership is geared up only for the Indian audiences. That's why each game is at 8 p.m. for India. Australia, England, New Zealand, West Indies, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal, South Africa, everybody played a day-nighter. They played a night game also. Now, preceding and the venue allocation. What Michael Vaughan is saying, it has been heavily favoured towards India at this point in time. But this has been going on ever since 1992. The ICC have made it clear that on certain occasions when there are multiple hosts, the home team will get an advantage. Which is why in 1992 and 2015, Australia, if they had qualified for the knockouts, they were playing their home semi-final in Australia. New Zealand, had they done it, they would have played in New Zealand. If it was Australia versus New Zealand in the knockout stages, then it would have been a different thing altogether. So, it has been happening ever since 1992. In 2011, home advantage was sealed by the ICC when they said that wherever you finish, India will play their quarterfinal in Ahmedabad, Sri Lanka will play their quarterfinal in Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh will play their quarterfinal in Bangladesh. This was sealed by the ICC. Preceding was done in 2021 and 2022 and what happened even in 16 and 14 because of the qualifying teams. The teams that qualified, they would go into the next stage and because of this, there was preceding done. But there is a problem with that. The problem comes with the fact that there is no information on the draws. It's so opaque. Every tournament, India and Pakistan will play in the opening games. Not since 2012, every time, 2014, 2016, 2021, 2022, 2024, every single time it's India-Pakistan. No natural progression, there is big rigidity. You have to adhere to the seedings, you will get a lot of dead rubbers. One team favoured and venue knowledge. As far as Guyana, the venue is concerned, because of fan logistics and because of the revenue, because of the marketing and all those kind of things, ICC made the unprecedented step of announcing Guyana as India's host for the second semi-final. Irrespective of where they finished. When has that ever happened? I agree that there is market dynamics in place, but going this far ahead, this seems to be a problem. England have only themselves to blame for the shambolic display that they did. But somewhere down the line, you have to acknowledge that market dynamics and fan base power has ensured that India get the better draw. And it's been ensured that, okay, now you have been given a red carpet with all the golden chalices and the golden plates. Now it's up to you to win the title, which you may very well do on June 29th. So Michael Vaughan is wrong on one aspect, but name any other sport where the venue was announced specifically for one team much in advance for a semi-final. In that, I think there is a broader debate, which it will be swept under the carpet following June 29th. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.